KOB4 Night Beat.
We talked every day, and I was probably the last one to talk to him alive.
Well, good evening, New Mexico. I'm Zach Rael. It was an emotional day for family, friends, and loved ones celebrating what would have been the 31st birthday of Joseph Andres. He was an Uber driver for less than a day when police say his passenger shot and killed him execution style. But his friends tell us they want to focus on the good memories, not the horrific, senseless way that he died.
He was always one for dramatic entrances and exits. And so this is just part of that dramatic exit and entrance both, because he's still with us in spirit. And so he's still having a good time here.
Naomi Hanauer tells us this evening that one of the reasons that Andres' loved ones wanted to hold a vigil on his birthday was because of that. People we spoke to described him as a fun, adventurous, and always trying out new things. But the wound, of course, is still very fresh as they try and cope with the way that he died.
He ended a life that was very dear and precious to us, and took somebody away that had a lot of life left to give, a lot of love to give, a lot of life left to live.
And as loved ones mourn his loss, they are remembering who he was. Alika Medina sat down with his family away from home as they shared the memories that he left behind.
If you were feeling down, he'd come up and find some ridiculous way to make you feel better. He just had a lot of joy about everything.
Smiling, full of life and laughter. That's how Abigail Hanauer, the mom away from home, remembers Joseph Andres.
He's been part of my family for 8 years. He moved here from North Carolina. I met him at work, and he was looking for a place to live. My mom had just said, I need a renter. So that we absorbed him into the family.
In those 8 years, Joseph joined their road trips, celebrated birthdays and holidays, and spent every minute with the Hanauer's family.
He went with me and my daughter, and we just had a blast. He was so excited. He went through it twice. And then he found out there was a mystery involved in it. And I mean, we must have been at Meow for like 4 hours. We were all ready to go, and he was like, no, I know I can solve this like right now.
Up until they didn't hear from him.
We were worried something had happened to him, like if he got in an accident or something like that. This is not the outcome that we'd hoped for.
Joseph was the Uber driver police say was randomly shot and killed by his passenger earlier this month.
Nobody deserved that less than Joey. So Joey's the type of person, he'd have made space for him. He'd have said, what are you going through? And he would have walked him through it.
She says the senseless act of violence is difficult to wrap her head around.
We're not meant to understand that level of evil. It's not normal. It's not something I surround myself with. I just don't understand it. I can't understand that mindset. And it's the biggest part that's been hard. Like, how do you think that way?
Hanauer says all that's left is to remember and honor the life Joseph lived.
We love him, and we're gonna make sure that his life is loud and that he's remembered.
Alika Medina, KOB4.
He sounds like he was an amazing young man. Meanwhile, the suspect in this case, Shalakai Sanchez, will remain behind bars until his trial. A judge made that decision on Thursday. Police say Sanchez admitted to shooting and killing Andres, telling police that he did it to, quote, let off steam. But the confession didn't stop there. Albuquerque police say during his interrogation, Sanchez confessed to killing 3 other people in separate incidents. APD says they are looking into those cases. Meanwhile, the district attorney's office brought a new charge in a different case where he allegedly held a gun up to his 7-year-old half-brother while drinking.